But then again, it's kind of like, damn, like,
Is it not selfish?
is it not selfish for you to think that it's selfish for them? And usually people tend to say, well, if you should have said something to me, I could help. Why do you think that you're the one that would have changed them in their decision?
That's even more selfish.
Damn, I had to learn, like, really to just be like, nigga, just shut the fuck up and just listen. They're not trying to, they just want to tell you something. They're not looking for you to fix it. So, y'all ever grow up hearing that, like, they tell you suicide is selfish?
Yeah.
That's what I always heard growing up, or just in life, is that they say suicide is selfish. And for a long time, I also believed it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of started thinking about it myself, and it's just like, I can see why people say that, but then again, it's kind of like, damn, like,
Is it not selfish?
is it not selfish for you to think that it's selfish for them because of how it makes you feel? It's usually based on how you feel.
Yeah.
They're not even thinking about what they might be going through.
Nah, for real.
And all the stuff that they probably tried to do. And usually people tend to say, well, if you should have said something to me, I could help. Why do you think that you're the one that would have changed them in their decision?
That's even more selfishness.
That's
what I'm
even more
saying. That's
selfishness.
even more selfishness.
Damn.
It's usually like that, and it's coming from a good place in your heart. It's not like a bad selfish thing. There's not even saying like it's wrong for you, but it's just like, nigga, like, you don't even know what they tried to do, what they probably went to therapy, they probably taken the medicine, and probably life is just like, I'd rather not deal with this shit no more. And maybe it's selfish of them to feel like that too, because how they feel.
I think just hearing like people who thought about that stuff, they say not like they don't want to hear that like it's selfish of you, because they're already in a down space, and you're saying like you're a selfish individual.
It's not
Like, you
so
beating me down even more
Yeah.
while I'm already at my lowest.
Yeah.
Honestly, at that point they just want somebody to listen. Just listen to it.
Just listen, bro. Yeah. And that's a hard thing too that I also learned too. Not even like in just situations like that, when people tend to tell you, sometimes you want to just say something because you feel like you might have like, okay, well, if you tried this or did that. And it's like, damn, I had to learn like really to just be like, nigga, just shut the fuck up and just listen. They're not trying to, they just want to tell you something. They're not looking for you to fix it. And so, yeah.
I'd say I've definitely in my life went through some crazy shit that once they tack some money onto it, maybe I'll disclose in a what the fuck type confessional. But I'd say I've definitely had those type of thoughts before, and on a lighter scale, I'd say definitely. But like, I ain't never had that motherfucker in my hand like it's today is the day. But I've definitely sat there and been like, nah, I can't do this shit no more. It's time to start making my last couple calls so I can get up out of here type shit. And it's just, all the reasons kind of paint you into a box. Because you know what you're doing is going to be selfish. But the cons outweigh the pros of why, like, you think you're supposed to be there. And it always comes down to expectations. That's why I feel like expectations is like really a double-edged sword. Because when it's working, it's like I expect this to happen, I expect that to happen, and then you make a way for that shit to happen. Golden, you feel great, you feel magnificent.
Right.
But then when you expect to be something or do something or be somewhere in life and it ain't going that way, it started to get depressing, and it just compounds. Because you'll see people who look like you, move like you, sound like you, maybe even dress like you. Shit, might even be damn near fucking exact replica of you, doing exactly what you want to be doing. And it's like, damn, bro, if people just seen me doing that, heard me doing that, exposed me to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say, suicide is definitely selfish, but it's definitely a conundrum that's hard to get yourself out of when you start to look at that as an outlet. Like letting those thoughts in because shit's getting hard. So try to get around people when you start to feel like you starting to get depressed and stuff, and you got to tell yourself, words are powerful. I feel like when you start to speak shit into existence, that's when it starts to get worse.
For sure.
Words are very powerful.
Words are.
Yeah.
They build. Just hearing something all the time, man.
But saying it yourself is even.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's what I mean, like saying it and you hearing it,
Oh yeah.
thinking it, all that. It'll really put you in that direction.
For sure. So it's hard to spin the block on that mentality. So when you start to feel like you on the downward slope, make sure you get around some motherfuckers that you.
I was gonna say, y'all got any advice for if we got any viewers out there feeling like that?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, get around motherfuckers that you know fuck with you, regardless of who that is. Like when you on a downward slope, you can't be worried about your next door neighbor who happens to be a cat lady that nobody else fuck with. She fuck with you. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of motherfuckers that you bank on. The only thing is, God don't like ugly. So you can't bank on that motherfucker and then never fuck with them again just because you on the ups.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to rock with motherfuckers the way you want them to rock with you.
Right.
So
they always fuck with you no matter what you had going on. They always fuck with you.
yeah, everybody. I don't care who you are. Everybody has somebody
Always.
in their life like that.
Always.
Because if it's one thing that I think that there's a God for, that's a part of it. He always gonna give you some type of light. And it might not be a light to everybody else. Like, damn, this nigga really eating a fucking can of cold beans. But that can of cold beans to that nigga, oh my God.
Hey, perspective, bro.
Perspective. I swear
You know what I'm
God,
saying?
one's reality is something different to someone else.
For real. So I say, don't get stuck in that situation where you always comparing yourself to other people's shit. Be happy for what you got. Be willing to do better and get better, but be happy for what you got at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, for real.
Shit on God.
Be grateful.
Be grateful.
That's all you really can do, bro, is start to really just buy in. Because, I mean, the more you look around and want and try to, it's going to be too hard to climb out of that hole. Because you building a bigger hole by wanting what other people got. Yep. So it's just like, it's really nothing you can do at that point.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help, too. That's a big part of it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, it'll be hard to get out of it trying to do it yourself, so. Definitely ask for help. Somebody.
And take what you receive. Sometimes a motherfucker might not know how to, like, sometimes it's gonna hurt to be helped.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Nigga, have you ever had a concussion before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That first day, you all right. That second day, when you land on your side, the motherfucker tell you, hey, you can't lay straight. You gotta sit up. You know what I'm saying? You've been on your side for too long. Mm-hmm. Nigga, that lift up is gonna be like, ah! But if you don't lift up, you gonna die, nigga. The liquid gonna flood your motherfucking cranium.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, sometimes it be like this. Like, sometimes it's gonna hurt to get help. Sometimes you're gonna have to go through a struggle, pain,
shit,
hurt, uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
Right. People just gotta remember, bro, pain don't always last.
It don't always last,
Always
man.
last.
Shit, working out. That's a prime example. You work out, nigga, you gotta feel that motherfucking burn. You got to.
If you don't
It's
feel
gonna
it,
hurt.
it ain't working.
Oh God. You got it. So all that to say, man, just you gotta buy in, give it time, and just take your blessings as they come, bro. They'll get bigger.
Find people that's willing to listen to you and talk to you.
Yeah. Another thing I be seeing, bro, a lot of motherfuckers be like, they be wanting a certain motherfucker or a certain type of motherfucker to help them, or a certain type of motherfucker to fuck with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're not considered the high school jock, so they can't help me. It's like, I don't know. Why? Help is help.
You just gotta listen and receive the help that you can get, bro. Now, if you're listening for like counseling and a certain different aspect, that's a whole different story. But if someone's really that's gone through some shit and telling you,
I'm trying. If people really open their ears,
bro, I'm telling you,
you'll get a lot of like little gems throughout life. Like when random people will just come up to you and just say some shit, and you're like,
For sure, bro. I keep my motherfucking mind open.
you got to, bro. People be so bent on if they've been through the same situation or the same thing as you. And it's like,
it don't matter about
that don't matter, bro.
The same situation.
It don't matter. Just listen to what they say. And then if you interpret it a way that helps you, then good. If not, then
It's okay.
keep it moving, bro.
Take on all help.
Oh, bro.
It don't matter if this motherfucker a prep student that done had it all figured out for him the whole way. Because guess what? If they drop a gem, they drop a motherfucking gem. It don't matter.
Man, niggas be like, no, I ain't trying to hear that. We ain't the same.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
What?
But it's like that knowledge that they bring in might be able to, like, if they present it to you properly, it might help you out of your situation way more than the motherfucker that's in the same situation would. Because who knows what they going through.
Right.
They might tell you, shit, go ahead, pull the trigger, bro. I've been thinking the same thing.
That'd be nuts.
Nuts.
You gonna just believe them just because they going through the same thing as you? Oh yeah, shit, you right.
That nigga that you said the preps to will break it down to you why you shouldn't do it. It'll tell you all the reasons why it backfire. You gonna leave your family behind, all that other good shit.
Yeah.
Put some common sense in you sometimes.
For real, bro.
All perspectives.
You right.
Yeah. We all walking on the same planet.
Boy.
All right.
What you hit me for?